Okay, we are at the Mont Tremblant Supercharger, which is just like 15 minutes away from the village where we're staying. And I've set it to 95%, and let's see how fast. It's supposed to be 150. If I can get 140, I'll be happy, because I'm only here for about 15 minutes. Oh, it's going pretty fast. We've hit 138, 139. Can we hit 140? There you go. 141, 143. Wow. Oh, this is flying. 143. I'll take that. I'll take that all day long. It says 35 minutes. It'll be at 95%. We don't need 35 minutes. But I'll take 143. And look at that. There's a nice Model 3 Midnight Silver metallic, just like mine, with a nice bike up there. Look at that kid's bike, buddy.
Oh, I know. I saw that. It kind of looks like always like a YouTuber's car. That's always a YouTuber's car, so it's gotta be a YouTuber.
Trying to say. Unfortunately, folks, it's time to go home. That's right. 3 days went really fast, and but were immensely enjoyed by all of us. The kids had a blast. I'm just packing up now.
Can you drive this damn car, please? Please?
I knew that it was coming.
No, stop with the autopilot around these corners.
Okay, you know the problem that people in Quebec have with getting gravel and sand in the back end of their car over the winter time? Well, I think I found a reason why. You guys have gravel roads everywhere.
Oh, we're about to go over the bridge. Cross. Are you still recording?
Yeah. This light doesn't work on this anymore.
Oh, look at these traffic lights. Look at the traffic, guys. We're about to cross over to Ontario.
Do we know what river we're crossing over?
Ontario, Lake Ontario.
Nope. We're not crossing over Lake Ontario. It's some French river, but I don't know what it is.
Oh, French river? No. Oh, I know this from school.
Canal de Grenville?
The Great Canal?
The Grenville Canal. Maybe that's what it's called.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. No, the Grand Lake.
There's the big flag with the fleur-de-lis and the Ontario Trillium symbol.
It kind of looks like the Disney castle. Like, oh yes, we're at Disney.
Pretty big river, whatever it is.
It's a river?
Call it looks like a river.
That kind of looks like the Disney castle, and you're like, oh yes, we're at Disney.
It's not the Disney castle.
Wait, are we in Ontario now?
We're in Ontario.
No, we're not. That time that you hit that.
We're back in Ontario. Look, there's a sign saying we're in Ontario.
Welcome to Ontario.
Yes. Open for business.
Yeah.
Mr. Ford has a sign there.
What did it used to say?
Yours to discover. Okay, we are at Castleman City for our first stop. This is going to be our long lunch break stop. Oh, the car is so dirty from going through all that. Oh, look at the rims. Oh, I hate to see the back end. Oh, the back end is filthy too. That's from going through all the country and dirt roads. Let's juice this puppy up, have some lunch, stay for a little bit, and then come back and hit the road to go back home. Look how dirty she is. My family doesn't want to get out. We're gonna eat lunch right there at the Golden Archeries, right there. And just before we go, let's double check. We came here with 24%. We're gonna go to probably 100, maybe 90 to 100. We don't need 100, we need 90, but let me see if I can change that. See, 90, it says it's gonna take, let me go back there. What did it say, 35 minutes? We may be longer than 35, so just to give us a little buffer, we'll go to 100. It says 50 minutes. And she's climbing 144. That's the most we've seen this trip, 145. I think Cornwall was in the low 40s, but this is 145. This is a good sucker. So let's go eat lunch. This is gonna take 50 minutes, thereabouts. According to Better Route Planner, all we need is 90%. Okay, we're back. It's been almost exactly 50 minutes, and it's saying it's 5 minutes left, so it's a little off. We all know anything over 80%, it slows way down, and it's at 99, and to get that extra percent could be really 5 minutes or even more. So I will take my own advice I give many other people. Don't go over 80% if you can avoid it, because it's actually quicker to go to the next stop and charge when you're lower than to sit around after 80%. So we're gonna get out of here now. We've got one more stop. We're gonna stop in Port Hope to splash and dash, and you know what, if we're getting good efficiency, I might just chance it to go all the way home. Yes, this is our last stop. We're only stopping for about 10-15 minutes, probably about 15 minutes, according, because it was supposed to be 10, but then I stepped it on the accelerator a little bit coming here, so I wasn't too efficient.
Are we stopping to charge?
Yeah, just for 15 minutes, because if we go now, we'll be minus 22 getting home. Pretty good efficiency though. There's our efficiency, doing about 120 kilometers an hour, 168 watt hours per kilometer, 3.5 hours almost driving at 350 kilometers. You do the math, you'll see it's about 100 kilometers an hour roughly, or actually about 110 kilometers an hour. Okay, it's been 15 minutes, even though it says 15 minutes remaining. I think it's gonna go back up. But anyways, we went from 13% to 54%. We have more than enough to get home, so we're gonna get on the road. We wanna get home before 7:15, if we can. Okay, folks, we're back. We're home. 17%. We brought it down pretty good. I know it says 8:03. Don't get mixed up with that. We've been home for about half an hour. We got home probably about 7:30. Just had dinner. Now we're gonna unpack the car. But I just wanted to go through some stats with you guys before that. Total distance 1585. But remember, at the beginning of the trip, we had 175 is what we started with. So we minus that, we get a total of 1410. So 1,410 kilometers. That's just shy of probably 1,000 miles, maybe 900 miles, I think. 200 almost 250 kilowatt hours is the amount of energy we used, and an average efficiency of about 157 watt hours per kilometer. Now, it would have been lower, I'll be honest. On the way home, I was probably doing about 120 the whole way home. So, and then of course I just broke over the 39,000 kilometer mark for Maven. So it was a good trip. Once again, autopilot. It hiccuped once or twice, but autopilot worked flawlessly other than that. And 90 to 95% of the trip was on autopilot. Probably 90, maybe 80% on the way back this trip coming home, only because we went through that one route through Quebec where it was very windy and dirt roads and stuff like that. So my big suggestion, if you guys are going from the GTA somewhere in Ontario over to Quebec to Mont Tremblant, you can definitely go through the Castleman route, which is what I did. Going down there, we went through Montreal, through the Cornwall route, and that's the longest way, but we wanted to see Montreal. We thought maybe we'd go through Montreal a little bit more. We ended up not, and just rush hour traffic, so we wouldn't do that again unless you have to go to Montreal. What I would do normally is just, and then you can go through Ottawa, but when you stop at the supercharger in Ottawa, you got to pay for supercharging at the pay and display lot, so I wouldn't do that. Castleman route is the best probably way to go, but what I would do is take highway, I'm pretty sure it's highway 132 in Quebec. That should avoid all these windy roads. Highway 132 is probably the best way to go. So with that said, folks, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Our little trip and all the intricacies and all the minute and finite details and numbers about a nice long road trip. Well, I consider this long. Some of you guys might go 4,000, 2,000 miles. But this is a long road trip for us and our family, and we had fun. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.
right there.